In 3600 BC, ancient Egypt was ruled by a singular mutant, En-Sabah-Nur. He demanded absolute worship and controlled his empire with overwhelming force, right up until his followers were slaughtered and he was buried alive by conspirators. By 1983, that ancient unity is gone. Mutants are scattered and hiding in plain sight. There is no central organization, no training, and certainly no global army to speak of. That silence breaks when a CIA investigation by Moira McTaggart inadvertently exposes his tomb to sunlight, waking En-Sabah-Nur into a modern world. To him, this era of superpowers and nuclear treaties looks weak and directionless. He decides to wipe the slate clean. To do this, he needs new horsemen, lieutenants who feel as though they have no place in the world. He specifically seeks out those living on the fringes of society. He steps into a fractured world where mutants have no unified defense. Without a coordinated front to stop him, he begins dismantling the existing global order piece by piece. Consider Erich Lenscher. He is attempting to live a quiet life in communist Poland, suppressing his magnetic abilities to protect his wife and daughter. That fragile peace shatters when state police ambush him in the forest. In the ensuing panic, a stray arrow kills his family. En-Sabah-Nur arrives at the moment of Lenscher's deepest grief. He doesn't offer comfort, he offers a target for the anger. He takes Lenscher back to Auschwitz, pushing him to tear the camp apart. This act turns Lenscher's trauma into a tool for global subjugation, making him the ultimate kinetic weapon for a new crusade. His strategy is effective because it targets the individual. He identifies deep-seated trauma and turns that personal pain into a source of directed rage. With a powerhouse at his side, En-Sabah-Nur neutralizes global defenses. He remotely infiltrates Charles Xavier's telepathic network, Cerebro, taking command of the interface. He forces every global superpower to launch their entire nuclear arsenals into space. In a single move, the Earth is disarmed. To prevent interference, he attacks the X-Mansion and kidnaps Xavier, planning to transfer his own consciousness into the telepath's body and gain his psychic abilities. In the chaos, military forces led by William Stryker capture the veteran leaders like Beast and Mystique, believing they are responsible for the nuclear launches. This leaves only a handful of untrained students behind. With no veterans to lead them, Scott, Jean, and Kurt have to mount a rescue mission entirely on their own. They infiltrate Stryker's base and release his captive experiment, Weapon X, using the creature's escape to create enough chaos to free their mentors. In attempting to dismantle the veteran leadership, En-Sabah-Nur creates the exact conditions necessary for the younger generation to unite. He forces a group of students to stop being pupils and start being a team. The final battle takes place in Cairo. Lenscher uses his powers to alter the Earth's magnetic field, tearing the city apart, while En-Sabah-Nur begins the mind transfer. The young mutants execute a coordinated assault. Scott provides physical cover with his optic blasts, buying Kurt enough time to teleport in and extract Xavier. While En-Sabah-Nur builds power on fear, that control is inherently fragile, forcing Lenscher and Ororo to defect. Xavier operates on the opposite principle. On the astral plane, he encourages Jean Grey to stop fearing her strength and embrace her full potential. Jean completely incinerates En-Sabah-Nur. Foster trust and mutual support prove more powerful than ancient, isolated tyranny. With the threat gone, the survivors rebuild. Lenscher finds closure, and Mystique steps up to train the students in the danger room. En-Sabah-Nur's attempt to remake the world backfired. The pressure he applied to the mutant population acted as the evolutionary catalyst that finally birthed the X-Men.
And that's how the incredible story comes to an end. Every decision, every sacrifice, and every battle led to this unforgettable finale. If you enjoyed this movie recap, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more detailed movie explanations and cinematic story recaps. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next movie recap.